Hi and welcome, and thank you so much for joining me for today. Today we are going to be doing some stretches for you figure skaters out there. It is so important to be stretching as many times as you can alongside your off-ice training and obviously your on-ice training as well. So we're going to be doing a bit of a full body stretch today and just really challenging yourself to see what range of motion you have within your muscle groups. So let's come into a seated position. Extend your legs out in front. I'm just going to gently keep it moving. So sitting up as tall as you can, take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, reach up and you're going to hinge forward, feeling a stretch at the back of the legs, but just gently keep it moving. So nice big inhale, exhale up and into a bit of a forward fold, feeling that stretch at the back of the legs. Good. Let's go two more. So we're just starting to move. Hopefully you can reach that little bit further each time. Don't force it. Good. Last one. Into your fold, into your hold, and breathe. Good. Hold it there. See how far you can comfortably reach. Feel that stretch in the back of the legs. Hold it there, good. On every exhale, perhaps see whether you can increase that stretch. Lovely, keep hold, breathe, inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth, try and relax. On every exhale, see whether you can reach just that little bit further. Good, keep hold, 3, 2, 1, gently. Ease it up. Wonderful. Okay, take one leg to the side, bend the other leg. We're going to go into a lower back stretch. So nice big inhale. On the exhale, sit up tall, lean to the side, reach as far as you comfortably can. And then you should be feeling that stretch in that lower back there. If you can't quite reach for your foot, that's okay. Reach as far as you can. If you want, you can always use a resistant band or a towel or something. Place it around the foot and hold it. Good. Okay, if we want to increase that stretch, we're going to bring the other arm up and over and try and look up towards the ceiling. So we're getting that lovely QL, that lovely quadratus lumboris lower back stretch. So just keep breathing. So with these stretches, it's going to be uncomfortable, but just never any pain. So try and look up towards the ceiling. See how far you can reach. Can you increase that stretch? And then from here, rather than looking up, we're now going to turn down and face that leg, taking it into more of a hamstring stretch rather than the lower back. So same again on every exhale, just see how far you can comfortably reach. Breathing into that stretch. Wonderful. 3, 2, relax. 1, and then gently up. Whoa, nice. Right, onto the other side. Let's see how this side of the body is feeling. So nice big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to take it into the lower back first, so reaching up and then to the side. And you're going to try and look up so you're getting that lower back. Lovely, find that stretch. And then if you want to increase it, taking it up and over. Same again, trying to look up towards the ceiling. Getting that stretch in that lower back. Wonderful. You might find one side is slightly tighter than the other, and that is okay. Normally that is the case, so just kind of clock it, mentally clock it, and then perhaps that tighter side you could stretch just for that little bit longer. What we call a developmental stretch, where you kind of hold for up to 60 seconds, trying to relax on every exhale. Good. Okay, this time turn it into a hamstring, so look down towards that leg. Feel that stretch more so at the back of the leg now, rather than that lower back. Good. Really challenge that flexibility. How far can you comfortably reach? On every exhale, relax, try and sink into it. Allow those muscle spindles, allow those fibers just to ease off. Good. 3, 2, 1. Gently release. Wow, great. Okay, feet together, drop down the sides of the knees. Real good hip opener. Feeling that stretch in the inner thigh, in the groin. So feet together, drop down those knees. If you can, hold on to the feet and lean forward. Lean into that stretch. Wonderful. Good, breathe into it. You can have a little play, you can see it. Okay, does one hip open up a little bit more than the other? Hold that stretch there. Any sort of hip opener, whether that be a bit of mobility, a bit of stretching, is always fantastic for us figure skaters. So imagine we're doing like a mohawk or something like that. We need to be opening up those hips. So anything like this will be really beneficial. Good. Breathe. 3, good, keep going. 2, and then 1, gently ease it up. Brilliant. Okay, now we're going to extend the legs out in front. I'm going to go into a forward flexion. So nice big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to walk those hands out in front. So we've opened up the hips a little bit, but now we're going to have a go at opening up that little bit more. Breathe into that stretch. Relax the legs as much as you can. On every exhale, just sink that little bit deeper. See how far you can comfortably get that chest to the floor. This is one of the exercises I have been practicing. It does take practice. So do be kind to yourself throughout these movements. On every exhale, can you get down a little bit more? I quite like just to hold on to my feet there and just apply a little bit of pressure just to help with getting a little bit lower. Good, you might feel that stretch in the hip, in the lower back as well. Keep hold, breathe. 3, 2, 1, and then gently ease it off. Oh, lovely. Right, let's take it into the upper part of the body. So if you come up into an all fours, we're going to go for a thread the needle. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and then we're going to feed one arm through. The important bit is that you relax the head down on the mat. Relax the arm, relax the neck, feel that stretch across the shoulder, a little bit of spine rotation as well. And just sink into that mat. So the main focus will be that shoulder across that upper part of the back where that scapula is. Good, breathe. 3, 2, 1. On to the other side. So reach the arm through, relax the head down on the mat. See how this side of the body is feeling. Great, keep breathing, keep relaxing that neck, sink into that stretch. 3, 2, 1, gently come out. Okay, we're going to take the hands out, we're going to drop the hips down and then try and push away from the mat, relax the pelvis down on the mat, feel that stretch in the core. Great, try and sink down if you can. Wonderful. And then if you wanted to, you're welcome to look over to one side, over to the other side. So we're just easing up that neck as well. One more either side. Fantastic. From there, we're going to take it into child's pose. So take it back, Have those hands out in front, reach those fingertips as far as you comfortably can. Feel the upper back muscles having a lovely stretch. Fantastic, keep hold. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to come back up to your all fours. We're going to go into a cat and cow. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And then we're going to go between bringing the chin up towards the ceiling and then rounding that back, squeezing that core. So inhale, the chin comes up, push your bottom back. And then we're going into rounding. So really think about drawing that core in, chin to the chest, round the back. Stretching out all those muscles around that spine. Wonderful. Let's go one more. Lovely. And then when you're ready, bring it up to a kneeling position. Great. Okay, from here we're just going to stretch out our hip flexors. We use them an awful lot when we're skating, so we're going to come up into a kneeling position. One foot out in front. All you're going to do is tuck under that tailbone, and then if you want to increase it, take it forward, really opening up the front of that hip, front of that thigh, and breathe into that stretch. Wonderful. If you want to open up the back as well, we're going to drop the chin to the chest and then we're going to round the back. Try and separate the shoulder blades. Feel that stretch across the upper back. Sink into it. Brilliant. Keep hold. Good. 3. Breathe. 2. 1. Great. Okay, we're going to deepen that hip flexor stretch. We're going to go into pigeon pose. So if that's enough, stay with that. If you can, bend your front leg, extend your back leg. We're going to take it all the way into that pigeon. So you're getting the hip flexor and then you're getting that opposite glute having a beautiful stretch as well. So make sure those hips are nicely stacked throughout this movement. On every exhale, try and relax, sink into that stretch that little bit more. Brilliant. Good. Keep hold. 3, 2, and then 1. The hardest bit I find is actually coming out of the stretch. So when you're ready, untangling yourselves back to center. Okay, other leg out in front. Tuck under that tailbone. If that's enough, hold it there. If you can, take it forward into that lunge. Brilliant. Okay, so we opened up the back. Let's open up the chest. It requires a little bit of balance. So take the hands behind this time. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. So feel that stretch across the chest whilst we multitask and stretch out the hip flexor as well. Good. It does take a bit of balance, this one. So really open up the chest, sink those hips down. Good, keep breathing. So inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Great, okay, so either hold it there or if you can, we're gonna go into our pigeon. So front leg bent, back leg extended, find that balance, keep those hips nicely stacked, keep them square on, that's it. So front leg bent, back leg extended, allow those hips to relax as much as you can. Good, it is quite an advanced movement, this one. Pigeon stretch, pigeon pose. So just do what you can, but that will be hip flexors and then your opposite glutes as well. Wonderful. 3, 2, 1. And then hardest bit, same again, is gently coming out of that stretch. Wow. Amazing. Brilliant. Come into a seated position. You can have your legs crossed, they can be out in front, whatever works for you. We're just going to go for a bit of a side bend. So reaching up, leaning to the side, feeling that stretch in the obliques. If you can, slide that hand all the way down, elbow touching towards the floor. Good, and try and keep that hip down, so don't raise it up. Keep both bottom cheeks super glued to the mat as you raise up. Bit of a stretch in the armpit, in the obliques. 3, 2, 1, on to the other side. So same again, hand down first off, into that reach, bottom cheek super glued down towards the mat. And then if you're able to, bring that elbow down towards the mat. We're keeping that pelvis nice and still, coming into that stretch, obliques, armpit. Lovely. 3, 2, 1, gently release. Good, we're just going to finish off with a neck stretch. So bringing that neck to one side, fingertips on top. If you move the chin, you'll find that stretch move. So find where you would like that stretch. And we're trying to feel it between that neck all the way down to that shoulder. So really pull that shoulder down towards the floor. Wonderful. 3, 2, 1. On to the other side. Let's see how this side of the body is feeling. Same again, you can move that chin around, find that stretch. Wonderful. And then 3, 2, 1. Gently back to centre. Oh, great. Really well done. Hopefully you are feeling a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more loosened off. Yes, some of those positions are a little bit challenging, but if you can practice them throughout the week and do a bit of a combination of your stretching and just challenging that flexibility, and then also working on that mobility as well, alongside your off-ice training. So that can be in the gym or that can be at home. And then obviously you've got your on-ice training as well. So it's a real workout, all of that, but a real holistic approach, and all of that will hopefully help towards on ice and enhance it and support it. So keep stretching if you want to. Have a fantastic day, and hopefully I will get to see you guys soon.